Staircase Narrative. Netflix and chills. The Haunting of Bly Manor. If you are expecting another Haunting of Hill House type of series, you better watch and judge after. But still perfectly splendid. However, just like The Haunting of Hill House, it is also based on a work of literature, particularly on Henry James' 1898 novella The Turn of the Screw. Created by Mike Flanagan for Netflix, which consisting of 9 episodes in total, roughly an hour long each, the series is a gothic romance. It's more interested in the supernatural horror as a means of exploring feelings or drama, like terror or love. The story tells of a young governess hired by a man to look after his niece and nephew at the family country house after they fall into his care. Arriving at the Bly estate, she begins to see visions that proceed to haunt the premises. Ratchet. The suspenseful drama series Ratchet is adapted and based on the Ken Kesey's 1962 novel One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. It tells the origin story of asylum nurse Mildred Ratchet, the central character. In 1947, Mildred arrives in Northern California to seek employment at a leading psychiatric hospital. She begins working as a nurse, but beneath her stylish exterior lurks a growing darkness where new and unsettling experiments have begun on the human mind. Rebecca, a psychological thriller based on 1938 literary classic novel of Daphne du Maurier. The story centers on newlyweds Mr. and Mrs. De Winter and is told through flashbacks of the new Mrs. De Winter. Upon arriving at Manderley, her new husband's sprawling estate along the English coastline, she becomes haunted by his late wife, Rebecca, whose haunting legacy is kept alive by Manderley's sinister housekeeper, Mrs. Danvers. Naive and inexperienced, she begins to settle into the trappings of her new life, finds herself battling the shadow of Maxim de Winter's first wife. Cadaver, a Norwegian Netflix horror film, is set in an aftermath of a nuclear disaster or a post-apocalyptic hellscape where survival isn't just a thing, but it's the only thing. A small starving family trying to survive is invited by a neighborhood offering tickets to a night of food and entertainment, a charitable event that seems too good to be true. Obviously, this is an offer they can't refuse. When Leonora, the mother, and her family arrive at the hotel, they find plenty of other guests, as well as actors, all seated around the table with food. After the meal, Master of Ceremonies explains that the show is about to begin. The guests are given bronze masks to wear as they watch the actors break away into scenes all around the hotel. The guests are free to follow whichever actors and scene strikes them as most interesting. As they follow, Yunora begins to suspect something is wrong when the number of guests seems to diminish over time until their own daughter Alice goes missing too.